Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Oh, you get it in. Somebody's getting it for you. What's going on, people? Woo, what's going on, people? It's a day of a day, but over there we call Wednesday. Anyway, let me say it. What's going on, people? This is called The Streets Part 2. This is a reference to, I was talking about what my friend had once upon a time told me, oh, well, you're not passable. Anybody who sees you knows what you are, and if they tell you that they don't, they're lying. Okay, that being said. So I was talking reference to the guy that I met on the street. Remember the guy I was telling you that was 6'8", 6'8" tall. And the thing is, he's 6'8", excuse me, he's 6'8", and he's been calling me. He's been calling me constantly. He wants to talk to me. So we did a back and forth type of thing, and I just said I'm going to just break the ice. I'm just going to call him because he was calling me like crazy hours, and mother needs her rest. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm going to call more call and see what's going to happen. I'm just going to talk to him and stuff like that and let him know what's going on. So I called him up and everything, and that being said, I called him up, and I was like, how you doing? He was like, hello, my beautiful. He's like, you're so beautiful, and stuff like that. He was like, oh, you're so beautiful. Do you know that? I said, thank you. I wonder if you're going to like how beautiful I am when I tell you the tea. So he was like, you know, I'm feeling you. You know, you're a nice girl. I would like to take you out to dinner, maybe to a movie and stuff like that. You know, I just want to take you out. He said, you're very beautiful. He's like, how long have you been single? You know, just chitter chatter talk. I'm not going to go into whole details. But you nosy bitches trying to get. Anyway. So, but you know, I'm going to let you know what's going on, because I always said I'm the kind of person who really don't like talking to guys on the street and stuff like this. So this is my first time that I've ever given my number out to someone, and I didn't know whether they knew, and I was going to let them know what was going on in reference to, you know, myself and my situation, my current situation. Anyway, that being said, so we started talking and everything and stuff like that. We went back and forth, you know, through conversation and da-da-da-da-da. So he was like, you know, I'm a little tired and stuff like that. I'm going to take my shower because like, he has 2 jobs. And like I said before, it was like, well, you know, how tall are you? He said, I'm 6'8", maybe 6'9". Oh, okay. So I was like, well, you know, what's your race? He said it was Rastafarian. He's from Jamaica. He's Trinidadian and he's Rastafarian. He said, you didn't catch my accent? I was like, well, I didn't really listen to it, but now that I'm listening to it, and I don't mean no harm anybody, you know, hurt anybody's feeling what I'm about to say, but you know I'm going to say it. I've heard Rastafarians kill transsexuals. Just my opinion. I'm not saying that that's the only race that does it, but from what I heard, they're boxy boys, blood clots, and all this. Listen, I do get offended if someone wants to kill me. Forgive me. And I'm sorry if I'm a little bit scared, but we already know how I am anyway. So I was like, well, I don't see a Rastafarian. So he was like, well, where do you live? I was like, bitch, not tonight. You will not be killing my motherfucking ass. And I done ate, mother done ate, honey. Mother can't run around this house screaming like, giving you white woman, honey, when you done fucking sit up and try to kill me. But anyway, that being said. So he was like, well, I'd like to know where you live at. So I come to find out we live like 5 minutes away from each other. So I was like, where do you live? And he told me, I was like, oh, that's a little too close for me. So he was like, well, you know, I would like to come see you. I was like, well, I got something I got to tell you. He was like, what? I was like, well, I'm a transsexual. He was like, a what? I said, I'm a transsexual. I said, do you know what that is? He was like, yeah. His whole world just went. So I was like, did you know? He was like, no. So I was like, oh. You know, I'm thinking, well, this is definitely not what he wants, and he's very disappointed that there's not a coochie on my hoochie. So, the whole conversation went from excited, like, I was feeling you, Raven, I'm feeling you, Raven, I'm feeling you, Raven, until I dropped the bomb. He's like, honey, you could shake the phone. It was nothing but crickets everywhere. So I'm like, okay. I was like, well, listen, this is how we're going to do this. It's not what you're into. I have no problem walking away from this. First of all, I know you'll be mad at me when I tell you if you get on top of me, you got to bring me something, so we can skip all that, you know, and, you know, I'm sure you're going to want me to suck your cock, and I don't mean if anybody, but sucking a cock without money is not good. What you think? Let me say it again. Sucking a cock without money is not constant. I'm sorry if you bitches get mad at me for that. So, bitch, I said, well, bitch, you do you. It's nothing like getting your gas pumped. Just pump that gas, girl. But that's just not what I'm into. That's not my thing. Not for free. But then again, he was like, well, I'm feeling you and stuff like that, and I've never been with someone like you, and basically he wanted to hang up. So I was like, listen, we can just hang up the phone. He was like, well, it's just something I need to think about. I was like, oh, okay, bye, boo. You know, because then I won't have to tell you that mother's not going to let you get on top of this. I'm not going to let you get on top of this ride for free. So he was like, he called me back in 5 minutes. He was like, well, let me ask you this. You already had the surgery and everything, so now you're a complete woman. I said, no, bitch. I didn't say bitch, but I was like, no. I said, I just told you what was up. So he was like, oh. So there he goes again. He's fading away. He's like he lost his best friend. So I was like, listen, this is how we're going to do this. I don't really know you. I just want to be very straightforward with you. I thought you knew. You kept calling me queen. He said, because I'm a king and I'm looking for a queen. Oh, my God. Eddie Murphy coming to America. So he's like, do you know I'm a Rastafarian? I was like, yes, bitch. That's why you're not getting my address. He was like, well, I really like you. You're kind of funny. And he's like, you crack a lot of jokes. I was like, So he was like, well, it's something I need to think about. I said, well, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go online. I want you to Google transsexual. And I want you to look at those pictures. And then give me a call back. Anyway, I'm going to make a part 2 because I want this video tape to run out. So I'm just going to finish the story. So I'm just planning to, is that, okay? Give me 1 second. What? Okay. Back to part 2. I had to do the video again. Okay, so we're talking in reference to Googling, you know, trying to find out what a transsexual is. Because I told him, I said, that's what you need to do to try to figure it out. Because I'm not going to be an educator of, you know, someone who's trying to show him exactly the ropes of what a transsexual do. So as you know, as we move forward, and this is good for guys who always want to know what happens with, you know, when the girls like me meet guys and stuff like that. It's just an eye-opener and stuff like that. No judgment, whatever. Anyway, as it being said, so he was like, well, now he's curious, which I already knew that was going to come. So he was like, well, if we had sex, what are you going to do? How do we have sex? So I was like, this is always a funny question because I'm thinking he's like, well, since you got the same thing as me, you might be trying to fuck me in my ass, and I'm not getting fucked in the ass. I have my job for that. So I was like, we'll do the same thing that you would do with a woman. But he was like, well, I don't know. He said, this is really something I have to think about. I said, well, you never been with somebody like me? He was like, no. I was like, have you ever been with a man before? He was like, no. He said, I don't have to. And that's true, though, because the motherfucker's foreign. I can see him saying that, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so I was just talking to him and stuff like that. He was like, well, is it possible I can get your address? No, motherfucker. You're not coming here. And this is the thing about it with me is that it's not like I'm trying to be mean or something like that, but I'm a jaded bitter bitch. I always told you that. And the thing about it is that, all right, suppose I let him come over and then we do the dude. He's going to go through his little woman role. He's going to go through his woman role. Oh, my God, I can't believe I just done this. What did you do to me? Did you put some voodoo on me? Oh, my God, what is happening to me? Why did you do this to me? And then he runs out the door. Oh, my God. And then he gets on the bus because he's on the car. And he's sitting and thinking everybody knows he done it. Oh, my God, I was with your Annie. Excuse me, I was with your Annie. Excuse me, I was with it. Oh, my God, am I gay? Now, see, I can send you home the same way. So you give me some money. Yeah, but I can't go to you going down the street screaming and hollering like a gay person with a bag of dicks running from the area trying to get away so you can get them home and get them up your butt alone. Anyway, that being said, so he was like, well, I would like to know, do you like to cook? Now, you know, that's mother soft spot. He was like, I want to know, do you cook? I said, of course I cook. He was like, what all the kind of foods do you cook? Now, I'm thinking, okay. So now I'm not going to dinner no more. My black ass gonna be in the kitchen cooking you something. If you lost your motherfucking mind, this is not the Tina Turner show, and I'm looking for an Ike. Then I thought, I was like, well, he's a Rastafarian, and they call about. See, this is what happens when you have the internet and social media that's going on now. Because I'm watching all these countries and stuff like that with the killing and cutting people's head off and cutting their legs off and burning them and beating them. These images are instilled in my mind, so maybe it wouldn't happen this way, but in my mind, I'm thinking it will happen that way. And by me doing all the researches and stuff like that on transsexual always being murdered by somebody that they knew, I'm thinking this bitch gonna come here and kill me. He's all the way up to the fucking sky. Now, how do I take this giraffe down? Not that I don't know how to, trust me. Mother has a few tricks up her sleeves. But it's just like I don't want it to come on to that because I know every time I was, this is the thing, every time I was with a guy for the first time, I always turn him out. And I'm not going to tell you what I had to do, but I had to turn him all the way out. My whole thing was, you know, fuck his world up. But I'm not into that right now because when I started turning them out, they loved it. They kept calling my phone. I had to block them. But I guess that's when you do something to a guy, it backfires. He's a freak. But he was like, well, I never been with somebody like you, but I think we need to sit down and talk. Now, I don't want to sit down and talk with you. I don't want to do anything with you. Because my thing is this is that I know how this is going to play. We'll do the do and I'll never see you again. I don't want to be bothered with it. You know, so I'm just going to let it go. He's going to call me back, but I'm not going to take his calls anymore. I know it's fucked up, whatever. Call me what you want, but I'm not going to be bothered with him because I just don't want to do it. Because then he's going to want me to play the girl role of putting his dick in my mouth. And mothers just don't have time for that. And I just don't want to put his dick in my mouth. And anything in that cock, I don't want to suck it. I just don't. For all you girls who like to suck a leverage in dick, because you know I asked them. Because you know it's ice cream. Just because I'm not going to taste the ice cream don't mean I can't read what's on the box. So he says to me, I'm 11 inches, 7 inches girth. I said, oh, okay. He said, can you handle that? I said, child, that little thing. No, you would not be ripping up inside of my body, honey. It's only one thing goes up in here, and this is my titties. You would not be hitting my shit and have one of my shits limping down and hang it up. Bitch, because you done hit the wrong fucking spot, my spot. No. No. Most girls do one thing. I take my stuff and I tuck and I push my balls and I push my balls over there. They swell up right there. Oh, I'm a mess. Let me stop. Oh, you're going to the left. Anyway, that being said, so after that, you know, he wants to talk and stuff like that some more. He's like, I really want to spend some time with you. He's got 2 jobs. He's profitable. He makes money, stuff like that. He's tall. He's nice looking. He's gorgeous. I told him, I said, I saw you flirt with every girl walks down the street. He said he did not do that. But I don't believe him. Anyway, I also asked him who he lives with. He said he lives with a girl, but she's just a roommate. You got that? He lives with a girl, but she's just a roommate. Right. Anyway, as much as I saw him flirting, it's no way in hell a girl can be inside the house with that fine fucker and not be trying to get some of that cock. He'd probably be slaying it, but you know, I don't know. I just think it's a relationship that's doing wrong. Maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe it's not. I really don't give a fuck. I have to protect what's here. And he's not going to be experimenting on top of me for free. Now, if you take me to dinner, you buy me 3 bags of hair, buy me some glue, pick up a pair of shoes. Winter's coming. Give me some boots. Give me a couple of $. And pick up me some nuggets so I can eat and look at you while you tell me your bullshit ass life story like somebody from this Let me shut up. Anyway. This was the continuation of the street life walking to prove to guys that I do get men who do not know what the fuck I am. So all you freak faggots who see this fucking channel, who knows you done said it, I want you to gag. And I want you to gag again. I want you to have several seats. And remember one thing, when you're trying to get with a bitch like me, those are some things you should never say. You take it to your grave. Because the thing about it that gets me with a lot of you guys and stuff like that, you sit back and you judge me and you try to sell these things of insecurity within myself. And most of you motherfuckers are ugly as the fucking day of dawn. And you have the audacity to grab a pen and pad and do you come for me? Bitch, in my boy days I look better to you. In my girl days I look 10 times better to you and your mama who pumped the pussy to bring you out of here. Anyway, that being said. She should have, well, anyway, stop it, baby. Okay. Anyway, that's just my whole point of this video. It was not to hurt anybody, which I did not. It was just to inform you that the truth that you try to put into my head, which I tell these girls all the time with these motherfuckers who come into your life, who tries to sit down and tear down your self-esteem, to try to tear down your self-worth, to destroy you. Listen to their fucking words and you run with the fucking, you run away from them. Do not sit back and let this happen. Anyway, that being said, and I met a lot of other guys too, so I was like, but I'm not going to go into that. Besides, he said he liked me better with black hair. So I went blonde. Anyway, that being said, I want to say hello on the people. Boom. I want to say boom, bam. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I want you to do you. I want you to do you the best way you can. If nobody like it, then fuck them. Alright.